This is the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Packers are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Niners, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yeah, and that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go now. Back up, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw again. And incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw here. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with a pack. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Hurry up, here we go. Back down, Philly, here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball, all the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
They'll run for it with Hyde. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. is Hyde, 3rd and goal. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They're going to look to throw. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. There in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
87 speed. 87 speed. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Trip. Hot.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. He'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of there. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, So does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So we're at halftime. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you tone that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on
on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jack, Patriot, Detroit, over.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now let's go. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there around the 35-yard line.
Green, 39. Now look at 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll go option to the short side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Green. Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Crosby puts it through on the NFL scoreboard. They are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That is not going to be any help as they And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Over. Back down in that belly. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Allen has it, left side. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some...
Touchdown, 49ers! Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now running right through it. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. This time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have now taken a late lead. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
All right, now, look at 56.
First down, a run with Hyde. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Colts, they've now taken the lead late in that one. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Perry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Perry in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the 49ers are going to get a first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They give them a gain of 38. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty. Gun.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, we saw a close game.